This video is for class 8 physics and we are doing images formed by a concave mirror. In the part 1 of this video we had done till the third condition, and now we shall start with the fourth one for concave mirror. So coming to the fourth condition, when the object is kept between the center of curvature and the focus, that means this particular diagram, when the object is kept between the center of curvature and the focus, right. So let us see how to draw this particular diagram and what will be its nature of the image formed. Just to save the time, I have already drawn the concave mirror, right, and I have marked the pole here. I have taken this as 5 centimeter from the pole and this also at 5 centimeter, right, from the focus. That means total from here to here it is 10 centimeter, right, and this particular length is extra. Here is the center of curvature. So let's see the fourth condition. This is the condition for when the object is placed between C and F, that means somewhere around here, right. So let us watch the clip. So now I am placing the object in between the center of curvature and the focus, right. I am drawing it off around 2 centimeter. So now I shall use the first rule. In the first rule, any ray parallel to the principal axis, right, any ray parallel to the principal axis should pass through the focus after the reflection, So here is my reflected ray, right, here is my reflected ray which is passing through the focus. So now I am extending the line a bit because I know that the image will be formed behind the center of curvature. Now using the last rule, which was any ray passing through the focus, right, and incident on the mirror, that ray should be parallel to the principal axis, So here I am drawing one parallel ray to the principal axis which is my reflected ray. Now as you can see, the rays are meeting behind the center of curvature because this particular mark is the center of curvature, right. So hence I got my image, okay. Thus the nature of the image formed will be nature of the image, nature of the image will be number 1. As you can see, the rays are actually meeting, so therefore it is real. Number 2, here you can see, since it is real, it should be inverted, right. And number 3, the size, I think this line is bigger than this line, so it is magnified. So instead of saying big, right, we are using the word magnified. Instead of using the word big, we are using magnified. So I hope you have understood till here, right. Now the last one, the fourth one, the position. So where it is formed, formed behind the center of curvature, So I hope this particular diagram is clear. So we can go to the next one. Now coming to the fifth condition, that is when the object is kept at the focus. When the object is kept at the focus, let's see how to draw the diagram and what will be the nature of the images formed. For saving the time, I have already drawn the concave mirror, the pole, the focus, and here is the center of curvature. So I am supposed to keep the object at the focus. I am supposed to keep the object at the focus. Let's see how the diagram is drawn. So we are keeping the object on the focus, right, and you can take of any length using the first rule that any ray parallel to the principal axis, right, should pass through the focus. Any ray parallel to the principal axis should pass through the focus after reflection from the concave mirror. After reflection from the concave mirror. Okay, I got my reflected ray. This is my reflected ray here, and then I need to draw the second ray in order to complete the diagram. So the second ray here I am taking such a way that it gets reflected through the center of curvature. It gets reflected through the center of curvature, right. So here you can see it gets reflected through the center of curvature. Okay, so this is my complete diagram here. You can see these two rays, the reflected rays, are parallel to each other. Hence the nature of the image will be, nature of the image will be, number one, when the parallel rays come, we assume them to meet at infinity, so it should be real, right. Number two, if it is real, it is inverted. And number three, it is forming at infinity, the size should be magnified. The size should be magnified. And the last one is where it is formed at infinity. Formed at infinity, right. So I hope you have understood this also, right. Let us go to the last case of concave mirror. So coming to the sixth and the last case of concave mirror, when an object is between the focus and the pole, when the object is between the focus and the pole, let us see how to draw this particular diagram here, right. Let us see how to draw this particular diagram here, and then we shall discuss about its nature of the image formed also, sorry. Okay, again to save the time, I have already drawn the focus and the center of curvature from that is 5 centimeter from the pole, and this is also 5 centimeter from the focus. So total is 10 centimeter like before till here, like this line from here to here is 10 centimeter. So let us begin, okay, by keeping the object in between the focus and the pole. So here is the object, sorry, keeping the object between the focus and the pole. So object is kept between the focus and the pole. The first ray suggests that it is parallel to the principal axis, and after reflection should pass through the focus, Okay, this is my reflected ray. Okay, the second ray I am taking like the previous diagram through the center of curvature, such that it reflects from the center of curvature. Okay, right. So as you can see, the two rays are diverging from each other. So I am trying to produce them backwards such that they meet at one point, okay, when they are produced backwards. So here I am producing the second ray also. I will produce them until unless they don't meet at one point. Okay, I am producing it backwards. Let's see how long will it take. Okay, I'm producing it more backwards, the first ray. Let's see, I hope it will meet now. It's going away from the frame. Okay, I think I have to move. Okay, right, the paper, right. So yes, now they meet at one point. So yes, I have extended my principal axis and I am trying to draw one image. So I got one image behind the mirror. So let me zoom out a bit. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. Let me focus it. Right, so this is the figure here, right? So let me discuss about the nature of the image formed. Nature of the image formed. Here you can see, number one, it is not real because we are producing the rays backwards, therefore it should be virtual. Number two, if it is virtual, it should be erect. Number three, now you can see the size is much more bigger compared to the object, so it should be magnified. Okay, and the last one or highly magnified depending upon the position or the object which you take, right? Highly magnified, you can write highly magnified also. And the last one, where it is formed, it is formed behind the mirror, okay, behind the mirror, because the pole, focus, center of curvature is just in front of the mirror, hence we can just write it is formed behind the mirror. So I hope you have understood all the diagrams for concave mirror. Thus, after discussing all the images found by the concave mirror, right, they were both real also, they were virtual also, right? So the image found by a mirror, both the plane mirror and the spherical mirror, show lateral inversion, that is the right hand side of the object appears at the left hand side of the image and vice versa. So we need to be careful when we see the object, it is laterally inverted. I hope you know what is lateral inversion, probably you have done in class 7. So image found by a concave mirror for different positions of the object. So we are just summarizing whatever we have done in the part 1 of the video and this video, right? Number 1, when the position of the object was at infinity, the position of the image is at focus, right? And the nature of the image was real, inverted and diminished. Number 2, beyond the center of curvature, when the position of the object was beyond the center of curvature, the image was found between the focus and the center of curvature. It was real, inverted and smaller than the object. Number 3, when the object is kept at the center of curvature, the image is also formed at the center of curvature, that is real, inverted and of same size. As you can see here, as the object is going near to the mirror, the object is becoming like little bit bigger. It was diminished, it is now smaller, right? and then it is of same size, right. And number 4, between the center of curvature and the focus, the image is found beyond the center of curvature. It is real, inverted, and bigger than the object. It is bigger than the object. Number 5, at when the object was kept at the focus, the image is formed at infinity, and it is real, inverted, and highly magnified. And the last one, between the focus and the pole, it is a special one. It is found behind the mirror. It is virtual, erect, and enlarged image. So if you can see this particular table, right, there is a relationship between the positions also. See, if you see the first one and the fifth one, they are just opposite. Okay, the image is formed at the focus, the object was at infinity. It's just opposite. It is formed at the focus, the position of the image is at infinity. Similarly, the second one is and the fourth one, they are opposite to each other. So beyond the center of curvature, the object, here beyond the center of curvature is the image. Then between the center of curvature and the focus is the position of the object, whereas between the focus and the center of curvature is the position of the image. So number 5 is opposite of 1, number 4 is opposite of 2, and number 3 is special also because it is of same size and both the positions are same. That is, the position of the object is at center of curvature and the position of image is also at the center of curvature. And the sixth one, of course, it is virtual, so I think you can remember this. Okay, so now coming to the convex mirror now, right, image formed by a convex mirror. Here it's very easy. Actually, there is only one diagram. Anywhere you keep the object in front of the mirror, the nature of the image found will be same. But as the object is brought closer to the convex mirror, the image moves towards the pole of the mirror, right. So that means if this is going towards the mirror, the image will move towards the pole of the mirror, right. Its size increases but always remains smaller than the object. As it goes towards the pole, the size will increase but will always be less than that of the object. So it is virtual, erect, and diminished always. Okay, and is always formed between the pole and the focus. It's always formed between the pole and the focus. So this is the scenario for the convex mirror. Okay, but let us try to learn how to draw this particular diagram. So here again I have already drawn the line. Okay, I need to draw a pole on this side because the ray will come from this side, right. And we have focused. The distance between them is 5 centimeter. Here also the distance is 5 centimeter from the focus to the center of curvature. So let us begin. So with the help of protractor, I am trying to draw the curve part. So and then I shall draw the shaded part also. So I think this will take a bit longer time. Okay, so I am drawing the shaded portion from inside, remember this time, because it is convex mirror. And now the ray should come from the left hand side, but before that we need to place the object in front of the mirror, right. So I am placing one object in front of the mirror, right. Okay, now I need to take the first rule, that is any ray parallel to the principal axis, the second rule, any ray parallel to the principal axis. Okay, after reflection will appear to come from the focus, if you remember the rule. So this ray here is appearing to come from the focus. So I will get a dotted line because it is behind the mirror, and it goes out. So we have the reflected ray as well. So the first ray is complete. Let us draw the second one. The second one, any ray which is trying to pass through the center of curvature, any ray trying to pass through the center of curvature, right. Okay, will get reflected along the same path, Here the rays meet. Okay, now we have the reflected ray also and the incident ray also on the same line, and now I can draw one image formed, that is the virtual, right? That is the virtual image formed between the pole and the focus, between the pole and the focus. Okay, so this is my complete diagram. Let me write the nature of the image formed. Nature of the image formed. So number one, as you can see, it is virtual because it is behind the mirror. Number two, it is erect because it is virtual. Number three, you can see the size, it is small in size, right? So I can write diminished. And the last one, number four, it is between the pole and the focus, so formed between between P and F. Okay, I hope this diagram is also clear. So now I think we can go back to the book. So coming to the conclusion part, in a concave mirror, the image formed can be real or virtual, inverted or erect, and diminished or of same size or enlarged. That is, enlarged means magnified, bigger. Okay, so depending upon the position of the object, as we have seen in the various diagrams in the part 1 of the video as well as in this video. As the object is brought from infinity towards the mirror, the image is real, inverted, diminished till the object is beyond the center of curvature. For the object at the center of curvature, the image is real, inverted and of same size. When the object comes closer up to the focus, the image is real, enlarged and inverted, but if the object comes still closer, the image becomes virtual, erect and enlarged. In number 2, the convex mirror, the image formed is always virtual, erect, diminished, and it is situated between the pole and the focus, always, right, for each position of the object in front of the mirror. As the object moves closer to the mirror, the image shifts towards the pole and it increases in size. We can verify it by drawing ray diagrams of different positions of the object, as we have already done. Now, the formation of image by a concave mirror and convex mirror can be demonstrated by the following activity. Okay, let us go to the activity. So before going to activity, now you'll tell me this particular table was not discussed. So actually there was nothing about to discuss regarding this table, as we have already discussed in the while drawing the diagram. Okay, so position of the object, if it is kept at infinity, then the position of the image will be formed at focus, for which the diagram is not given. Okay, the size of the image is diminished to a point, and the nature of the image is always virtual and upright, and you keep the object anywhere in front of the mirror, right? So then the position of the image will be between the focus and the pole. Size of the image will be always diminished, and it should be virtual and upright. It should be virtual and upright. Now coming to the activity part, take a polished steel spoon, the normal spoon, right? Polished means it should be shiny. The inside surface of the spoon is curved inward and has a concave shape, while the outside surface of the spoon is curved outward and it has a convex shape. Hold the spoon in such a way that the inside surface of the spoon curved side is closer to you. See image on your face, it is erect and magnified. Now move the spoon away from you, you will notice that the image becomes inverted, right? Now hold the spoon with its outside face towards your face. Observe the image. You will observe that the image is erect but the diminished as shown in the figure. If you move the spoon away from you, the image remains always erect and diminished. So the real image formed by a mirror is always formed in front of the mirror, while the virtual image is formed always behind the mirror. So this much for this video, right? Thank you so much.